Alright, what's up guys, welcome back to another video, and today we got some new leaks on Year 9 Season 3 Operation Twin Shells, and a lot of leakers and reporters have said that Fortress might be getting a surprise rework in this upcoming season, Rainbow Six Siege. So this will be a surprise rework because on the roadmap there is no map reworks or new maps the whole entire year, so this would be a pretty big surprise. So I do think Fortress has been deserving of a rework. I do think it should be in ranked. It's like, I think like it's a very competitive map, and I'm surprised that it's not being put in ranked before, especially when we had maps like Favela and like Hereford in ranked. There was never Fortress was never in it. So in the background I've got some gameplay of the old Fortress. I'm going to be outlining like the problems of like the old Fortress and like how I think they should resolve this. So the problem with the Fortress before and like the old Fortress is that there was just a lot of 90 hallways. Like you could just like sit at the end of a hallway and like could see like the other side of the map from like the hallway. There was a lot of just like longer 90 hallways where it was just like very hard to like, not of like big open spaces. It was just long 90 hallways. Another thing is that I feel like the map is way too small. Like, I needed to like increase the size of the map because there's a lot of entry points. I feel like the map is very attacker like favored, and the sense that like you can take map control so easily because there's a lot of like hatches from like which like go from like the roof, etc., that like defenders can't really defend. So I think they'd have to like fix those up. I think it is 2 floors, but there's sort of like 3 floors, I guess. You could like run to the roof as a defender, which is pretty cool. I was a big fan of like the exterior walls. There wasn't many exterior walls on the map. I remember the Hammam bomb site on the bottom floor on the like southwest side of the map was a pretty cool map. But yeah, I think Fortress with a big rework, like I say like a 50% rework, not like a map buff, but not like a massive rework, a big map buff rework sort of thing, to like make sure that more bomb sites were like playable. Because like I remember on the old Fortress, some bomb sites were rarely played in ranked because it was just too difficult for defenders to hold. So yeah, I feel like that's why a rework is necessary, especially with like some of the new operators like RAM, etc. I know there was a lot of verticality on the map, so yeah, it needs to be more like it would be the way to attacker sided. So the good thing about the old like Fortress was that it had a very nice aesthetic. Like I think the map was set in Morocco. I think it's based off like the ruler of Morocco's like sort of fortress. It was like Cade's map. So the map was like visually appealing. It had its like Middle Eastern like military base fortress, etc., and it was like quite a different like sort of scene from like new maps, which is like an urban like or more industrial environment. So I think like it's a very good map. I did enjoy the amount of like, I feel like nowadays there's a lot more like there's too many like exterior balconies that people, or like windows that people would have just sat on the whole round. So yeah, I feel like it was the strength of the Fortress map was that it wasn't like too hard to learn for new players. Like it was very small in that sense, which is kind of a good thing because like maps like Lair or maps like Hereford Base are just so big that it makes it hard for new people to learn. Whilst I feel like in Fortress, the fact that it's like the map's so small means that like the rooms are like quite distinguishable from each other. So yeah. So I feel like the main thing with Fortress is that it just needs to be like rebuilt with competitive in mind. So like having more exterior walls, reducing the number of like exterior balconies which people can sit on, like reducing the number of exterior windows that people would just like lie outside the whole round. So yeah, and also making it more defender sided. So like a lot more cover in the bomb sites for defenders, etc., and less like there's like 90 hallway corners which like attackers can just put like a nomad or like a gridlock. I do think there were 3 staircases. There was like one in like the middle, which went from like the bottom floor where the restaurant side was. There's one by the main door, like the spiral one, and there was one on the back stairs by like the medical bay. So yeah, I think those were like the main 3 staircases. I think 3 staircases is like the perfect, especially for a 2-floor map. I think anything else and you're going to territory makes it very big. So yeah, I'd say increase the size of the Fortress map a little bit. Don't make it any smaller. Just make sure that it's got a competitive aspect in mind, because we don't want a situation where we're reworking casual maps. Like, I don't know if it was year 5 or year 6. I think it was year 6 where they just started fucking reworking maps that like 50% of the player base didn't play because they started reworking maps like Favela and House. Like, I think Favela and House are the 2 biggest like flop reworks. I don't think anybody likes those reworks. There's no point in having those reworks in the game because like nobody, like let's be honest, 90% of the population don't play casual. Like most people play ranked, so I don't know why you'd have it so that you can only play like only 10% of the population will ever play that map. So I think that's like a great thing to do, is that making sure that every map is like playable and competitive. It's playable in Pro League and playable and ranked in that sort of regards. So yeah, I do think that Fortress will be a very good map. I think it's a beautiful map. It's aesthetically pleasing. It's a map that's, you know, not too difficult to learn. So yeah, and it's a map that's got potential. But I do feel like if it was like released today, like the balancing issues would like the map would be so attacker sided in my opinion. So yeah, it just wouldn't be fun. So hopefully the Ubisoft will address all the changes. And if you guys not seen the new operator Scopus, who's a defender, 2 speed 2 armor, who is like her gadget is crazy. She's in like a wheelchair and she can like control like a fucking robot who just like walks around the map. It's something that like I've never seen before in a Ubisoft, especially in Siege. Like I feel like Siege has become so unrealistic from what it was like the proposals of Siege in the like original. If you compare the operators we got in like year one of like Sledge, Ash, like Thermite, all sort of semi-realistic to like the characters we're getting today, it's kind of like crazy like the difference in like characters. But yeah, I do feel like Siege is on the come up with a new map, like a new gun, a new operator. Like the Siege Cup thing looks really good. If it's not filled with cheaters, it'll be amazing. So I do feel like Siege is on its like rise, and hopefully it will keep getting better in the future. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I think the new operation reveal is on Monday, and then the next like the what do you call it? The release date should be on like September 12th, September 8th. So it's still like 2-3 weeks away. But yeah, because the test server will be up on the 26th on the Tuesday. So yeah. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Have a good day, guys. Take care. See you guys later.